Hey guys, it's Coach Casey.
And Corey.
We're here giving you some standards and tips for 19.4. So we're going to go over some of the things as far as rules and judging that you guys are going to need to do. We're going to start with the barbell snatch. Corey's going to demo for me.
Good rep.
So barbell begins on the ground. You can drop from the top, but the barbell has to settle back down on the ground before you pick it up again. The barbell will end in a locked out position with the arms, hips, and knees locked out. And if you use a 45-pound bar for your snatches, you would need to start below the knee for your starting position. That's really it.
Oh.
Yeah. It was easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna get
All
fun.
right.
It's gonna get fun. So for your bar facing burpees, you must be perpendicular to the bar, aka facing the bar. You have to have plates on the bars for all of our levels of this workout. So if you chose to use a 45-pound bar, you would have to have a second bar set up for your burpees. Most of you guys will set you up with plates on your bar, so that's a little easier to judge anyways. You may step back or up on your burpee. So you can jump your feet back, his head has to stay behind the bar, and his chest needs to touch the ground. Cool. Go ahead and come down. And then for athletic and performance, both feet need to jump at the same time. You can step up to the bar, but both feet have to take off at the same time. For health, you may step over the bar. Good rep. Cool. If you jump over the bar, both feet don't have to land at the same time, they just have to take off at the same time. That counts. All right, so can you show us a one-footed takeoff? So this would be a no rep. Cool. And also chest is not touching the ground. I'm just gonna see how many burpees we can do. Perfect. All right. So we'll come back to some.
Any other failures you need?
No, I think
Sideways.
Yeah, sideways isn't going to count either. I think we're on to your favorite movement here, bar muscle up. We'll come back to the barbell. So for the bar muscle up, you need to start with your feet off of the ground in a hang position. Arms are locked out, and you can use a kipping motion. If you don't, I'll be very surprised. You cannot glide, roll, or pull over on the bar, so using any sort of gymnastics kip swing. I don't expect you to show me that, but let's just see a good rep.
I got a new one, yep. Nope.
That's okay?
We're gonna do one. Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna do one eventually.
Okay, well, in a minute.
I've done it all morning. It counts.
In a moment, we'll show you a good rep. So your feet cannot rise higher than the bar. It used to be your toes, now it's your feet. So that would be more of a gymnastics style kip swing. Any of you gymnasts know what I'm talking about.
Do that.
Your hands have to keep contact with the bar. So whenever you get to the top of the rep, you can't totally take your hands off, which is a nice little resting place. You have to keep your hands connected to the bar at the top of the rep. Arms and elbows need to lock out at the top of the rep.
I think we're ready for one.
Okay, let's try it. Let's go, Corey.
All right. Gonna do a little swing.
All right,
There
so
it is.
he's nice and locked out at the top of the bar. You can,
No rep.
yeah, you cannot rest at the top with no hands. Good job, Corey.
Yes.
30 more. Okay. All right. So for the pull-up, we've kind of gone over these these standards before, but just to reiterate, same thing. Starting in a hang, arms locked out at the bottom, feet need to be off of the floor, and chin needs to end at above the height of the bar. Sweet. Cool. All right. So we're going to move on to overall strategy. Overall, this is a shoulder workout, so the goal will be to save the shoulders and the grip. If that means that on your snatches, I would recommend bringing your hands in just slightly closer than what you would normally do. And that's just gonna help save your shoulders. Now, that's gonna be more important if you are expecting to get to the muscle up section. If you don't plan on, or maybe getting one muscle up is your goal today, then you can go Ricky Bobby on this first part, you know. You can go a little faster here. So narrowing the grip, it's gonna lessen the distance that you actually are traveling with your body. So also when you do that though, you wanna make sure that you're not getting this, can you go a little bit at an angle? You wanna make sure that you're not getting this rounded back angle. You wanna have a nice flat back for as long as possible. Good, so also using the power snatch versus using a muscle snatch. This weight is gonna feel probably for most of you pretty light and movable, so it's gonna be tempting to muscle snatch up there, which means landing with a straight leg, but you're actually doing a lot more work with your arms. So let's save those arms for the burpees and for the muscle ups, and use the legs to catch underneath. That being said, let me go over the easiest to know rep that happens when your rep is finishing. You need to stand up all the way, and this is what it looks like quickly. These are no reps, so you can see he's not standing up with the bar before bringing it back down. That's a tricky one to spot, so if you have questions on what that looks like in more detail, just ask one of your coaches and we'll help you identify what that looks like. For the burpees, stepping is going to be really beneficial. Most of you are going to want to go out the gate 150% here, but I would say semi-pace your first round, because there's several, there's quite a bit of work after that. So remember, you can always, if you pace correctly in your first section of snatches and burpees, then you're going to be able to speed up on round 2 and 3, or section 2 and 3. So you do not have to stand up all the way on the burpee. For most of you guys, this will help you move faster to stay low whenever you jump. Now, that being said, this is also more cardio taxing. So if you're having a hard time breathing, then maybe you step up from your burpee and then do something like that. So if you're having a hard time breathing, you also want to stand up tall, get your airway open. Leaning down makes it harder to breathe. Let's see, don't do a strict push-up at the bottom of the burpee. This would not be wise to help us save our shoulders. So make sure that you're thinking of the bottom of the burpee like a knee push-up or an inchworm. Perfect. During your 3 minutes of rest, keep moving. Do not lay down on the ground. Do not sit down. Do not roll around on the floor and flail like a fish. You want to start flushing all of the lactic acid out. Keep moving. Get your heart rate under control. That's where your focus should be. So keep standing up if you want to walk around, jog around, whatever you want to do. The bar muscle up, for most of you guys, you will be breaking these up, and should be breaking these up. Even if you're a more advanced athlete, I would say it's probably wise to at least break up your first set. For some of you, it'll be 5 and 5, or 3-3, 3-1, or whatever you kind of feel like. You may go into that first round feeling really, really fresh because you just had the 3 minutes of rest. But keep in mind that if you plan to get into the second and third round, you kind of want to pace out that first part. Singles are going to be a great choice for people that are beginning. Just start off with singles, even if you can do 2 or 3 fresh. You can jump right back up on the bar and find a pace for that pretty quickly. And take care of your hands, don't rip. And I hope this will be the first day for a lot of you to get a muscle up or a pull up. Yeah, good job. All right, y'all, good luck.